Good noonday. I'm dependent. Yes, you heard me. Dependent, not independent. And I want to share with you why. A few weeks ago, as I was preparing for this talk that I would give, waiting for some kind of great idea to just show up out of nowhere on the internet and just take me completely by surprise, something I could share with everyone, I came across this picture. And the first thing I thought was, that's my dad. As a senior in high school, looking to that next step that I'm going to take, going off to college, my dad has always been there supporting me, but at the same time, always been saying, this is your time to go. This is your time to spread your wings and fly. And I thought to myself, this is it. This is my chance. I'm going off to college. I'm going to be independent, and I can't wait. And I began thinking, what does it mean to be independent? Why does everyone always say, I want to be independent? And I'm thinking, is it because we rely only on ourselves? Is it because we're alone? Is it because we don't need other people to do things for us? Then I started thinking, maybe it's because we don't want to be dependent. And I'm thinking, dependent? Well, we're all dependent. We are all dependent on other humans. Some way, shape, or form, we're depending on others to do something for us. We're humans. It's human nature. 2 years ago, a best friend of one of my close friends committed suicide. It shocked me when I heard the news, and I remember how real it felt to me that this was someone I knew, someone I had talked to, someone I had met in person. Now, we hear a lot of times that teenagers, specifically, commit suicide. We hear it on the news, we hear it in articles, we read it online. But it didn't hit me until that point in time that it was real. It had affected me. I had known this person. It became so much more realistic in my eye that I was shocked, and my friend was sad. My friend had felt this deep sadness that no one could console. And I realized at that point, as you may be thinking now, how does this relate to dependence? That is the importance of life. It's our dependence on other humans, our relationships with other people. That's what's worth living for. Now, as I thought of my friend and how sad she was, I looked at what does it mean to be dependent? Again, I was thinking of what could I say? What is the big impact of being dependent? And I like to think of it as a wheel. Now, in the wheel, we're the core of the wheel. And for the wheel to move, for us to move on in society, we're dependent on the spokes. And the spokes, to me, are our relationships with other people. Because that doesn't have a material value. That's something that means something different to every single one of us. We're all dependent on our families, on our friends. And that's the real important message, is that we rely on these people. But how do we show it? I want to ask you this, to think about a time that you went out to dinner. Could be yesterday, could be a few weeks ago. How many people did you notice on their cell phones? Mind you, technology is a powerful tool, really powerful. It can make someone who's 1,000 miles away seem at the tip of your fingertips, at your fingertips on your phone. However, it can do the same thing to a person sitting right in front of you. It can take them 1,000 miles away because they're just at the tip of your hands. They're on your phone. Oftentimes, we look past the people who are right in front of us. We're on our phones, we're thinking about other things, and we don't pay attention to the people in our lives who mean the most. Is this a grand problem? Perhaps. But it's something that each and every one of us views differently, and something that each of us can change. Now, being in Hawaii, we have a special sense of community. And we all have uncles, aunties, cousins, families beyond countable numbers. And we rely on them, as every family mostly does. And family doesn't quite mean being blood relatives. Family can be anyone that's close to you. The relationships you have with each people are unique. Personally, to me, being dependent isn't just relying on another person. It's not just relying on things that happen for you. It's not being lazy. But it's realizing what you have. Because not only are you dependent on others, others are dependent on you. It's your relationships you have with these people, the intimate connection you have, that has the most meaning. A wise mentor once told me that eye contact is a pure moment of vulnerability. That when you make eye contact with someone and you hold it, you are opening yourselves to them. You're trusting them. They're able to judge you, but you're expressing yourself. And the same thing goes for the people who are looking at you. Now, I believe it's these small things like eye contact, small things like not quite paying attention to your phone when you're with someone else, that can strengthen your relationships with them. It's the very small things, and it's something that everyone is capable of doing, because we're all dependent. We rely on others, and we value these relationships. If there's anything I would like you to take from this, it's just that we are humans. We're dependent. We're communicators. We're passionate. We're lovers. And we should embrace this. I'm dependent. Are you? Thank you.